Up on the housetop.
Yeah, just one.
One third, yeah. Yes. Oh. I thought we just did that one. Oh. This is everybody else. Have Mozart out. I want to say hi to Linda. There's so many there. Walk over here. You can literally walk right here. I don't see you. Can you come take pictures of me? You guys want to keep going until you see the governor?
I'm alone.
Yeah, let's do it. Which one?
I just keep hitting stuff.
So we see what?
What?
We see her way.
Keep an eye out for the
Nice to meet all of you. I'm the Lieutenant Governor, and you guys are doing an amazing job. And I used to play the violin, so I was in high school. So yeah, you guys are doing amazing.
Thank you.
Keep an eye out for the governor.
Good afternoon. Hello and welcome to the 2024 Capitol Holiday Tree Lighting Ceremony. We are so happy to welcome you and to be together to officially kick off the holiday season and the lighting of this stunning tree. I'm Ann Sayers. I'm the Secretary of the Wisconsin Department of Tourism, and I am so honored to be your MC this afternoon. And I feel like I can assure you that you're in really good hands today because my mom, who's here in the audience with us, and I have watched a lot of Hallmark together over the years. And I feel like I have been preparing my whole life for this moment to help light a holiday tree. So we're off to the perfect start already. We had the beautiful performance we just enjoyed from the students of the Wauwatosa East Orchestra, directed by Mike Hayden. Thank you so much for providing such joyful and festive music to get us in the holiday spirit. So I like to tell my team that teamwork makes the dream work, and this year's Dream Tree is certainly an example of that motto. The Rick and Bev Burke family from Rhinelander generously donated this 30-foot balsam fir. And as you can imagine, it is no small feat to get a 30-foot tall tree from Rhinelander to Madison. We could not have done it without help from the following folks. Ponce North America of Rhinelander, who loaded the tree and transported it to Madison on behalf of the forest industry. Matt Carruthers, owner of Superior Woodlands, who donated the use of the trailer pulled by Ponce, and Fabric Cat of Madison, who unloaded the tree when it arrived here at the Capitol. School children throughout Wisconsin donated the handmade ornaments that you see adorning the tree. And this year, the tree is decorated with ornaments celebrating 125 years of Wisconsin's state parks. It is lit by 2,000 energy-saving, multicolored LED lights. At the Wisconsin Department of Tourism, we are the proud home to the Wisconsin Office of Outdoor Recreation. The director of that office, Cassie Mordini, is also with us here today. And we know just how much Wisconsin's outdoors mean to all of us as residents and also to our millions of visitors. And the Wisconsin State Park System is a gateway for the public's enjoyment. State parks provide space for relaxation and outdoor recreation in every single season. They are outdoor playgrounds, community gathering spaces, and the site of endless memories. I'm just so excited that this year's theme is honoring the 125th anniversary of the Wisconsin State Park System. We'd like to extend a very special thank you to the following people and businesses for their generous assistance. Henry Scheinenbeck of Great Lakes Timber Professionals Association for donating his time and expertise for the annual tree search and harvest. The Wisconsin Forest Industry Professionals, Patty Hellenbrand and Cindy Hassey for creating and donating the beautiful tree skirt. You must take a look. Bo Maddock for fabricating and donating the tree stand. And Ken Lucht of the Wisconsin Southern Railroad Company for supplying the locomotive that will be circling the tree later this evening. It is now my pleasure to introduce Hattie Van Landet, a 7th grader at Glacier Creek Middle School in Cross Plains and a state park enthusiast. Hattie is going to share her love of the state parks with us.
Today, I want to tell you how much I love and enjoy our Wisconsin state parks. Me and my sister Nora love the state parks, and they have been part of my life for as long as I can remember. One time when I was visiting Devil's Lake with my mom, we ran into a person and their dog. I've always loved dogs, so of course I wanted to take it home with me. That's the thing about state parks. You can always count on making a new friend, meeting new people, and having a good time. There's something truly incredible about experiencing the great outdoors during the holiday seasons. Take Halloween for an example. Have you ever been on a candlelit hike? On Halloween, my family would go to Governor Nelson. We would dress up in our Halloween costumes and go for a candlelit hike. There were big, bright orange candles placed along the trail, and each one of them had an animal figure on them. My sister and I would try to guess what the next one would be and race to it. And then there's 4th of July. One of the best things about state parks is that you can meet up with anyone and do anything. Every 4th of July, my family and our friends would go on a bike ride next to Lake Michigan at Point Beach State Forest. We would have lots of fun, taking a break to get a snack, play on the playgrounds, and even stop for a group photo on the way back. It's a reminder that the best memories are often made when we step outside, breathe in the fresh air, and enjoy the company of good friends. I remember one summer, my grandma, my sister, my mom, and I went to one of the most beautiful state parks, Amnicon Falls. We would stand over the falls on a historic covered bridge made entirely out of wood. I could feel the mist spraying my face. It was so beautiful. There's magic in these moments, where you're surrounded by nature, but also surrounded by family. The waterfalls were amazing, but what made the experience unforgettable was being together, enjoying nature, and simply being in the moment. To me, state parks have a way of reminding us what really matters: the beauty around us, our connection to nature, and the joy of spending time with loved ones. State parks are one of the best places to spend the holidays or just take up time on a lazy Sunday. There's something about the changing seasons that make our state parks feel like new places every time we visit. Each season has its own beauty, and every hike is a chance to discover something new. So I encourage you to plan a hike or put on your skis and go somewhere. Get lost, enjoy yourself during the holidays. Let's make this holiday season unforgettable, not just for the celebrations, but for the special moments we share with nature and each other. Thank you.
Thank you, Hattie, for those wonderful words. Next, let's welcome up Robin Schmidt from the Natural Resources Board.
Thank you. Hattie, you're a hard act to follow, let me tell you. So thank you all for being here. For many people, the holidays are a time of friends, of family, of giving and sharing, of coming together, reflecting on how the past year has been and envisioning what the next year might be. It's a time of joy and family, lights, and the smell of a freshly cut pine. That smell and the beauty of evergreen tree simply makes me smile. I think because it's a way of bringing nature into our homes to share with friends and family. But it's just as important to share outdoor experiences with friends and family as well. One way we do that is we ask Santa to put a state park sticker in our stockings so that we can enjoy the state parks for the upcoming year. It's always a hit. Our family, I'm sure like many of yours, has special memories of exploring nature throughout Wisconsin and the country. My adult son asked me recently why we took them to so many amazing places when they were too young to appreciate them. I don't think he quite used those words, but that was the meaning. My response was, maybe he thinks they're amazing because regardless of age, we all benefit from those experiences and they last a lifetime. Score 1 for Mom and Dad. But we're not the only ones grateful for these special places. I'm pretty sure that Santa was smiling 125 years ago when Interstate State Park was designated as our first state park. What a wonderful place for him to provide a respite for his reindeer on their journey between Minnesota and Wisconsin. It's definitely hard work delivering all those presents throughout the state, and I'm pretty sure Rudolph and his friends are also grateful for each and every state park where they can rest and refuel on their way to all corners of the state. But just like Santa's reindeers, the state parks provide us with rest and refueling. An evening snowshoe at Mirror Lake State Park, kayaking around Peninsula State Park, exploring historic civilizations at Astelin State Park, they all help us feel part of something bigger. And I'm so grateful to live in a state where protecting these special places and providing access to the outdoors for all has been made a priority by our governor. I think the 20 million visitors to the state parks can agree on the importance of being outdoors. But it's not just access to the outdoors. Our state parks protect unique and special places and the plants and animals that inhabit them. They showcase unique ecological and geological systems that we might otherwise never see or experience. I'm honored to have had a career in protecting our state's natural resources, and to be here today to celebrate not only the upcoming holiday season, but 125 years of hard work, critical partnerships, and great visions for making our state park system the best in the nation. As a member of the Natural Resources Board, our job is to help set policy for the agency and to listen to citizens throughout the state regarding natural resource issues. I have heard overwhelming support across the state for our state parks and public lands. There are 64 friends groups that support 69 state park properties and have donated more than 40,000 hours of work to keep those parks up. In 2023, the Natural Resources Board recognized that more than $3.5 million in donations, in addition to those volunteers, were made to our state parks. And more than 9,000 acres of land was donated as part of our state park system. We all understand that it takes a village to maintain and grow such diverse assets and sustain them. I'm so impressed with and humbled by the partnerships that the DNR developed between so many groups who are just as passionate as I am about our state parks and public lands. The Aldo Leopold land ethic is deep-rooted in Wisconsin, and we are all benefits from the generosity of so many. So to close, I will note that it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas in state parks across the state. From Bigfoot Beach to Roche Cree, the trails are calling me. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. The angels all sing hark. Peace and goodwill to you all, and don't forget, go explore your favorite state park. Thank you.
Robin, you're a poet, and I didn't even have any idea. Thank you so much. Now it is my great honor to introduce Governor Evers.
Thanks so much, Secretary Sayers, and welcome everyone. It's wonderful to be here with all of you once again as we celebrate the holidays and the light in this year's 2024 Wisconsin State Capitol holiday tree. I want to share my sincere thanks to the Wauwatosa East Orchestra for the tremendous musical performances and all the amazing speakers and guests we have with us today, including Smokey Bear. You're there. I also want to recognize and thank everyone who's had a hand in securing the spectacular 30-foot balsam fir that we are lucky enough to have here today, including Rick, Bev, and the Burke family from Rhinelander, also known as Hodagville, who donated this year's spectacular tree. How about a round of applause for those folks, too? And last but not least, and certainly not least, I want to thank the dedicated state employees on our DOA facilities team for all their hard work every year to bring the holidays to life here at the Capitol. Thank you also. So folks, I am really excited that in 2025 we will be celebrating 125 years of Wisconsin State Parks. In recognition of this year's theme, we asked students from around the state to create ornaments that reflect what Wisconsin's natural spaces mean to them and how Wisconsin Park System reflects who we are as a state and our shared history. No matter where you go in Wisconsin, you are never very far from one of our world-class parks or trails, and this year's theme celebrates our state's proud and rich history of conservation and protecting our natural resources. We established the very first state park in 1900 with the Interstate Park along the St. Croix River in northwestern Wisconsin, followed shortly thereafter by the Peninsula State Park, another beautiful place in Door County, in 1909, and just 2 years later, Devil's Lake State Park in Baraboo. Today there are more than 50 state parks statewide. Each one is special, one in a kind, and with awe-inspiring sights like Big Manitou Falls in Pattison State Park, a rich history like the indigenous history at Aslan State Park, and native birds, plants, and wildlife you can only find here in Wisconsin. As governor, I've had the privilege of visiting at least a dozen of our tremendous parks in just the last few years alone. From cleaning up the playground at Lake Kaganza State Park or planting trees at the Governor Nelson State Park just down the road, to hiking at Devil's Lake and going to Wyalusing, Interstate Park, Perot, Rib Mountain, Whitefish Dunes, and Governor's Dodge State Park is extraordinarily. And, thinking about making sure that these parks are really, really used well. We're announcing efforts to help folks clean drinking water at an event at Copper Culture State Park. You name it, as a governor, I've been able to see all of that. I think we can all agree that we are fortunate to be surrounded by so much beauty every single day. And think about this. Last year, Wisconsin's outdoor recreation industry added a record $9.8 billion, that's billion with a B, to our state's economy. This industry just keeps breaking records, and you'll find ornaments celebrating outdoor recreation like kayaking and canoeing and snowshoeing. Wisconsin is a treasure of natural beauty and wonder, enjoyed and uplifted by Wisconsinites who have always made this state special and who make me proud to serve as your governor. So thank you to the schools and students who sent us the creative ornament ideas celebrating 125 years of Wisconsin state parks. Now it's time to show these ornaments off. But we're going to need some help. It's my honor to ask Hattie and Smokey Bear to come up here, join me as we start the countdown to light the 2024 State Capitol holiday tree. Smokey, please help us. And I'm going to start with 3 and go down to 0. So 3, 2, 1, 0. Good job.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, and thank you, Governor Evers and Hattie, for helping to light the 2024 holiday tree. And with that, the holiday season has officially begun. Stay warm, be well, enjoy your holidays.
You have been watching a production of Wisconsin Eye, your unfiltered window.